Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Oh, you getting it in? Somebody's getting it for you. What's going on, people? Woo, what's going on, people? It's been a long day of a long week of a long period of time. I know I haven't been making that many videos lately. Everything's been a little bit to the left. As everything always does, it goes all the way to the left. It never goes exactly where I planned it. Oh my god, my ears are getting stopped up. Anyway. Oh, it's another hot day. It's going to be a hot day. It's gorgeous. The weekend. It is officially Friday. It is so funny how the weeks are flying by even faster than it was before. Unfortunately, I found out there were two transsexuals that were murdered. One was in Jamaica, I believe. A transsexual went out there, I guess, went to a club, and they figured out, or his friend told what he was, and the transsexual was murdered, and also another transsexual. I think in Florida, she was murdered. This is my thing. And I always tell you girls, and I'll say it 1,000 times, I understand you want to be true to you and stuff like that, but you have to be very careful because everybody who smiles in your face and makes the form of a friend is not really a friend. And a lot of times we're sitting up here thinking we made the perfect guy or whatever the case may be, and the whole thing is a fucking setup. Me, myself, I'm not exempt from this because I'm not perfect as well, And the thing about it is, like, we always looking for this certain man that's going to change our life and, give us something that we all really want. And that's basically love. But a lot of times, sometimes in most cases, not all, it's not really available to us. And basically all you are is an experiment. I met with two guys that I once upon a time used to talk to. For some reason, they felt the need to confess to me. One confessed to me that he was in love with a girl and things were going really wrong and he wanted to talk to me. Now, remind you, me and him are supposed to be talking, but you talk about another. But you know me, I sit there and I listen. And I told him advice and I told him what he needs to do with her and stuff like that. But the thing that got me was like, you don't even give a fuck that it's me you even talking to. And that's the fucked up part about it. Then another guy I was talking to, he came and he confessed to me, that he has a girlfriend and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, this must be Confession Week 101 because everybody's confessing me that they got a girl. And the thing about it is, like, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at myself and I'm saying, well, damn, at least I come across these guys like a friend and they feel as though they could come across, and talk to me. And that's not a bad thing, and it's a good thing, actually. That I get to learn that there are still rock motherfuckers walking around the earth and you wonder why I'm such a shaded, jaded, bitter bitch. It amazes me. I learned one thing in life, and that's one thing. When you bite your motherfucking tongue, everybody feels as though they can do what the fuck they want. And then you got shady little queens who want to be all motherfucking if and that, and then they want to sit back and act all fierce when they're not even that motherfucking fierce as they like to be, as well as the fucking dudes who try to play the little fucking games. It is so tried and trivial to me, and the simple fact of the matter is I'm always hitting their motherfucking pockets. What can you do for me? Is there some type of money or reimbursement or something that I can get? Because at the end of the fucking day, you're not going to give this information to me in spec. I'm just going to react to it. And I just look at them. It just amazes me. It amazes me how people are. But I'm a changed person. I'm learning to change. I'm learning not to go to the same place twice. I'm learning to the air conditioner and in the bathroom. But the thing about it is, like, it amazes me. I'm turning into a changed person. And it's like, I have been in a lot of silence, and the thing about it is, like, it's been like an almost uplifting type of experience for myself. It was something that I needed. And a lot of times we feel as though we need people for a lot of different things, and we find out really don't need them at all. And, we walk through this journey and we try to push through. And with me, myself, I'm always trying to help somebody. Some people want my help, some people don't. Some people you can't talk to no matter what you say. They know it all. And then be the bitches that go through the pitfall and hell and sit back and they hear that fucking voice saying, well, I told you so. And for me, I'm learning not to be a forgiving bitch. I'm learning how to be a motherfucking cutthroat, cold-hearted bitch when it comes down to me. Because I realized one thing. When you try to be really nice to people, people will take your kindness for weakness and fuck you over. And the simple fact of the matter is that I dealt with a lot of different people and I dealt with their issues and I learned how to bite my tongue and no, and I've had people I told my stories to, they laugh in my fucking face. I've had some fierce shit happen to me. And and the thing about it, I can't blame them. I had to make myself reevaluate myself to allow myself, why do I allow this? Once upon a time, as much as I talk and stuff like that, people would say, well, you know, you need to speak up for what you believe and stuff like that. A lot of times I don't say nothing because I really don't want to do confrontation. But lately I've been learning how to do confrontation, and I'm telling you just like this, people. And the reason why I'm saying is, don't let motherfuckers walk all over you. Stand up for what you want. Stand up for what you lead. Don't sit back and say, well, he's doing this because he don't want to. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stand up for what you are. Learn your self-worth and learn not to let everybody walk into your life to hurt you. I don't give a fuck if it's a man, woman, tranny, queen, whatever the fuck it is. You have to learn your self-worth. I will no longer be doing a lot of fucking things, and I'm going to leave it at that, and you will learn even more than that. You know, and the simple fact of the matter is, like, you know, I sit back and I watch what these guys told me and stuff like that, and I'm sitting there and say, well, damn. I sit back and watch the girls tell me things, and I said, well, damn. You know, but I've learned that distance is not a bad thing, and abstinence is the best thing. And I just want to put that out there and stuff like that. You have to learn your self-worth, because a lot of times the girls like us, we're being murdered left and right, and we're looking for something that can fill that void that seemed to be missing in our life. And a lot of times that void is missing there because you really don't need them there. And I always feel like God sent you tests, which means that he can send a man into your life or a woman into your life to see if you'll pass this test. And if you send them on their way, then you pass the test. If you sit there and deal with their mess, you're not passing the test. So a lot of times, my whole message to you is you have to learn how to let go. And me as well. You have to learn how to let go of things that's really not there for you. If it put a knot in your stomach and stuff like that, it's time for you to go. And it's time for me to go of a lot of things that I had to let go of. Some things I didn't want to, some things I just had no choice. But I'm a hard-headed bitch. I always try to find some light in something in somebody else, but I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna look out for me, myself, and I've been watching Beyonce. And I guess what you have to sit back and think about it, because I tell you transsexual girls all the time, do not walk up that house thinking that it's okay that these motherfucking men are for you, because they're killing us. And I may be tall and stuff like that, but I'm the biggest punk to ever live, and I know I damn well I cannot beat everybody, and I also know there's 1,000 people whip my ass faster than I can blink. But at the end of the day, you have to be prepared, you have to be careful, and I tell you girls this all the time. I know you're beautiful, I know you're fierce, I know you're passable, but a lot of girls are being murdered are very fucking passable. I'm just saying. And it goes for me as well. You know, you're trying to live your life, and I understand the world is changing, but be careful. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Just be careful. Know your self-worth. Sometimes you don't have to have the last word. Sometimes you can let him have the last word, especially if it's a perfect stranger on the streets. Sometimes it's best here that you about to pull out a fucking mace and this bitch about to pull out a gun. Sometimes you got to let them have the last word. And I know with the transsexuals probably that got murdered and stuff like that, it's going to go all flip to the killer side, and it's going to be for the murder side. But, you know, it's so tired that we have to hear the same old shit about a transsexual being murdered, and it bothers me a lot. You know, I know some of us do get along and some of us don't. We always got, nobody's perfect, but we can always work together to get there. Anyway, and that being said, I just want you to have a safe weekend, and I want you to be very careful and be very leery of your surroundings. And it definitely goes for me, because you know I'm the biggest fuck up out there. And this message goes out to anyone. You have to be really careful of the one who smiles the most. And another thing, if the motherfucker is fine and gorgeous, everything you want, you have to sit back and wonder, what is it the one thing he's going to give me that I really don't need? And normally that's the thing that you really don't need, which means he has to go. Know your self-worth, people. Know your self-worth. Remember, everything you got on, a man feels as though that money spent on you could be spent on him, and I'm coming to you real. And I know I'm always serious and laughing, but it just bothers me so bad when another transsexual has been murdered. But I guess it's just me, you know. Some people just don't give a fuck. But then again, guys just play these little games. It is what it is. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for subscribing. I want you to do you. I want you to do you the best way you can. If nobody don't like it, then fuck them.